Hey, Dr. Dan Purser here. Thanks and welcome. Thanks for attending and welcome to my Facebook Live on thyroid problems. This will be really fun. I'm going to go through thyroid problems and answer a bunch of questions. I've tried to put a bunch of key points up in that one section, my post from Monday. So make sure you look at that list. Also, please remember to follow me on Facebook. Well, here is Facebook. Do the Dan Purser MD, not Dan Purser. Dan Purser's been full forever. Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, and have you seen my picture collections? They are amazing. A lot of them I took, especially of Disney World and Japan and all over Australia, wherever I've traveled. And email, where we do sales and prizes, etc. That's at physiciandesign.com, or is that danpursermd.com, how they get on my email list?
Yeah, on either of them, but yeah, danpursermd.com.
So you get great sale options for our products on the physician designed, that's with the ed.com. So make sure you signed up on there and you follow us on the email list so you can get case lot sales, stuff like that. So reckon, are we as big as Amazon yet? Because we're doing free shipping and all kinds of stuff.
We actually, what do you mean? Are we as big as Amazon? Amazon's massive.
I think we're one step below Amazon this point.
Cool. Maybe next week or 2 weeks we'll be as big as Amazon. Wait, is that even possible? No. Okay, we'll never be as big as Amazon. But maybe in 2 weeks, you never know.
Did you mention that we have international shipping?
Yeah, international shipping, DHL to Australia and Canada and Europe. All channels are open for ordering right now.
And Asia as well, right?
In
Singapore,
Asia.
Japan.
So books. No more cold hands and feet. Please grab it. It answers all the questions I'm going to cover tonight. Really, for $4.95? We try to put it up for 99 cents. I don't know why Amazon fights us. Probably because they're worried we're going to be as big as them soon.
That's it.
Wait, it could be that. Fibro book on copper toxicity. Let me try that again. My fibromyalgia book on copper toxicity is still 99 cents at greatmedebooks.com. Greatmedebooks.com. Yeah, I set that up. That's a cool website name, huh? For people who want to be patients, you can do it at danpursermd.com. You can book it. I'm in London, only 45 minutes south of the airport. So you can literally get a rental car, come and see me, hang out, take care of business. We draw blood, we make you pass out, we revive you, we give you water, all that. Then you try and eat something, and then you drive back to the airport, get on a plane, and go home. It's that easy. Then you're my patient. So let's see what else. That pretty well. Oh yeah, my Dan Purser MD event with Star Morey, M-O-R-E-E. You should be signed up on it or get there. It's going to be, when is that?
The event itself is October 4th and 5th, I believe. October
4th and 5th in Minneapolis or somewhere near there. Doubletree, where, what? There's a Doubletree. It's at the Doubletree. It's posted.
We'll post the link for it.
We'll post the link for it. So, do we still have that fibro bundle sale going on?
Mm-hmm.
The fibro bundle sale for those of you with fibro. My friend Lois Schweigert and patients, she set up a fan page, which I've never had before. I don't even know what to think about that. It's a fan page for fibromyalgia and resolving the symptoms. What's it called again?
And fibromyalgia with natural options.
End fibromyalgia with natural options. Can you tell? I've had a really long day. I'm really tired. My brain is fried. If you want, get the blood and genetic testing on my website, danpursermd.com under testing. If you have questions, it's really root cause issues a lot of times. You're going to hear me go over and over this tonight. What I see as often as the cause of hypothyroidism is a zinc or selenium deficiency and how I diagnose that.
Hey, real quick,
yes.
Just because we have so many links, we're going to post all the links as the comment at the end of this video and pin it to the top. So it'll all be in one place.
So all the links will be in the top, pinned to the top of this thing. I don't know what this Facebook
On
Live-
Facebook.
Page,
Yeah.
Yeah, on Facebook, and so you can just go to them and have a party, link them, do whatever you want with them. So I will on that conference with Star Mori. Yes, out of hundreds of you asked, I picked her because she's a great person to run a speaking engagement. On Saturday morning, I'm doing a special deal with 100 people where I go through your labs, you get to sign a HIPAA release and all that kind of stuff because everyone in the room is going to be here, and I teach everyone what's going on. I go through each lab, we grind through it, we talk about what I would do, how I do it, get real specific for each person. Also be talking for about 8 hours those 2 days. Friday, and is it Friday morning or Saturday morning I do the...
Friday morning.
Oh, it's Friday morning I do the 100-person thing. Sorry. 9 to 12. So if you have the itching to see me and want me to go through your labs and explain what's going on with you, and you don't mind it being, in front of 99 other people, well, me too, 100 other people, then sign up for that and get your buns to the Star Mori event. She needs more people. I want to see 5,000 of you there. Come on, there's 108,000 of you watching this right now. Should we get 5,000 of you to Minneapolis and blow that event up?
Not quite that many people watching right now, but
Okay.
hopefully we'll get out to that many.
Yeah, well, that's the idea. Okay, this is going to become a podcast too. I'm trying to compete with the guy I dearly love and honor, Lou Mongello of WDW Radio, the guy, my hero, and so
Chats with Dr. Purser is the name of
Chats with Dr. Purser or Chaps.
Chats.
Chaps.
Uh-huh.
Are you saying chats or chaps?
I think you can see me fine. You can hear me.
I think it's chaps. Because I grew up on a ranch.
That's the
wore
adult only
chaps.
podcast. Chaps
No.
with Dr. Purser.
No, I had to ride him because we rode Shetland ponies chasing Spanishers. Anyway, long story. And so the tumbleweeds and stuff would stick to your jeans, so you wore chaps. Okay, so this is on hypothyroidism. Get my book, No More Cold Hands, Cold Feet. Look at the things, I think the 9 things or 10 things I posted earlier, just kind of giving you guys some rules and breakdowns. So shall we start with questions? Do we have any questions?
Yeah, you've had some, but how about you explain thyroid a little bit? Just for people like me who don't know what that word is. Just kidding. But there might be someone listening.
So the thyroid's controlled by your pituitary. TSH comes out of the front of your pituitary and comes down to your thyroid and stimulates it, makes it produce hormones. It mostly produces T4 or free T4, T4 which is converted to free T3. And I've got some rules. I always check free T3s. That's what matters. That's what warms your hands, your feet, thickens your hair, makes your skin moist, not dry, gets your cholesterol down, reduces your cardiovascular risk, boosts your immune system, everything. Free T3. Free T4 is what gets into the brain. It's the only one that can pass the blood-brain barrier. So you need it if you have really bad brain fog. You might have a low free T4. Free T3, though, comes from free T4. So you got to convert free T4 to free T3. It removes there's a deiodinase. Actually, it's called 5' deiodinase inhibitor. Wow, what a mouthful. Let me say that again. 5' deiodinase inhibitor. And it... No, it's just a 5' deiodinase. Sorry, I'm blanking. I had a long day, like I said. Anyway, it removes an iodine from the T4 to make it into a T3 peripherally in your hands, feet, legs, arms, heart, wherever. Just peripherally from your thyroid and your pituitary. So I always check a free T4 and a free T3. If your doctor is not checking a free T3, I won't say it's wrong. It's just a disservice. It's kind of the standard of care not to give really optimal thyroid care nowadays. So sorry to say that, but you got to check a free T3 or you won't know what's going on. Total T3 doesn't help. T3 doesn't help. Free T3 helps. It's the number I want to see, and I like them around 4. So, but there's reasons for it not to be around 4, and there's reasons for it to be much, much higher. And there's things that can cause it to go higher, which make you miserable. And there's also times you want it a lot higher. So with thyroid resistance, we'll talk about that tonight. A new concept for a lot of you, but it's what I learned down at the research I did in California. Thyroid resistance is really critical. So, and most doctors don't even know about it. It's been forgotten, but it used to be common back before the 70s. Most doctors knew about it then. Now very few know about it. So, let's start.
Well, we had a couple questions right when you're talking about the tests, and some people are saying that they've had a hard time convincing their doctor to do those specific tests. How do they convince their doctor that, or what do you recommend for that kind of case?
Well, you can either find another doctor who'll do it, talk to the office manager and find out, clarify with them. Find a doctor who's into hormone therapies and been trained by, for example, MedQuest. What's their company that does that I've worked for before, that does their physician training? Dana runs it. WorldLink Medical. Call Russ Campbell at WorldLink Medical, and or MQ MedQuest MQ
RX.
Yeah, MQRX.com, and he'll give you the name of a physician in your area who's been properly trained. Maybe by me, maybe by Neil Rouzier, who's the ultimate physician educator, and they teach them. We teach them all about free T3, and my friend who was a U.S. Assistant Surgeon General always check free T3s too. You got to check them, and doctors just don't do it. So if you can't get anyone to do it, you can't find a doctor in your area, and you're dying to know what it is, go to danpursermd.com, go to the Direct Labs button under testing, and request a free T3 and a free T4. You'll know if you're converting free T4 to free T3, because if your free T3 is really low, and anything below 3, I think is low. So 3 is kind of semi-acceptable. I prefer it be up around 4, but 2.9, 2.8, 2.5, 2.4 are all low. I know that doctors will tell you that's not low, but someone changed it, some pathologist, not an endocrinologist, changed the number from 2.8 as being the top end of low a few years ago to, we don't know, 2.0, 2.4, 2.5, we don't know. It changed. 1.8, I've seen that. That's hideous. You're almost dead at 1.8. So I guess that's where they want you to be. So we don't know why they changed it. We can figure that out. I still don't know. But I don't go by it. I go by how you feel. If you have cold hands, cold feet, and tired, and your thyroid free T3 is low, I'm going to probably try and figure out what's going on.
Makes sense.
So, but if you want to know and your doctor won't help you, then take it and show it to them. Really, you're talking like $25, $30 for that test or less. And they have 1,300 draw sites at Direct Labs nationwide. Really? Yeah, go find out on your own. Direct Labs, danpursermd.com, Direct Labs button. Ask for a free T3 and a free T4. Okay.
Perfect. Earlier you mentioned, I think, selenium and zinc. Why would taking selenium?
I don't think I ever mentioned that.
Sorry, that was
think you're
me just making things up. I heard zinc, so I must have just made that up.
Okay, often I get patients who are hypothyroid, and I'm looking at them going, what? You're hypothyroid? And when I check a SpectraCell micronutrient panel, remember that's the only test that looks at intracellular values, not serum levels. They'll have a low selenium or low zinc. I didn't say anything about iodine. Did you hear the word iodine leave my mouth? No. Selenium and zinc will be low, and thus they'll be hypothyroid or give the appearance of being hypothyroid. They'll really be hypothyroid. It's just, but they have those vitamin deficiencies that are critical to the manufacturing of thyroid and to the functionality of thyroid receptors. So they'll appear to be hypothyroid when in reality they just have bad vitamin deficiencies. Treat that and their hypothyroidism goes away. Make sense?
No.
Yeah, and they don't. Why put them on thyroid for everyone? It's really a selenium deficiency.
Yeah.
So thyroid is a selenohormone. So it even forms selenothyroid and other stuff while it's being manufactured by your thyroid gland. Selenium is really critical to it.
Yeah.
You can become selenium toxic, so don't just start taking it willy-nilly. But 200 micrograms a day, one bottle won't hurt anyone. Okay, go ahead.
What about zinc? I know you
Zinc,
just said-
50 milligrams, same thing. critical to thyroid receptor and thyroid manufacturing. Well, so is B12 and folate and all that too. So you can have MTHFR, and that can cause a pseudo hypothyroidism or fake hypothyroidism.
That was me.
That was you. I'm looking right at you when
I
I said
know.
that. We couldn't figure out why you were hypothyroid, remember?
No, we can figure out a lot of things with
So I
you.
told you to drop out of school, get a job at a fast food kitchen, and I was teasing. I didn't say anything.
No, you made me go to college. Just kidding. I won.
She went to BYUI because she was cold all the time.
True. That
Yeah.
warmed me up.
Sure it did.
Kind of leading into that, are there simple ways that you can tell if you have thyroid problems? You kind of said some words.
Yeah, cold hands, cold feet, hair loss, dry skin, fatigue, slow heartbeat. Yeah, mainly you're cold all the time. That's kind of a giveaway. Have I ever seen a case of Raynaud's phenomenon? I don't think so. Have I seen tons of patients who said they have Raynaud's? Yeah.
That was me too.
Yeah, but I've never seen Raynaud's. I've seen lots of hypothyroidism that people, some doctors like, oh, it's Raynaud's. I think they just like saying Raynaud's. It's like the guy in the car saying, can I get some gray poop on? Yeah, well, so they say Raynaud's the same way. Really, it's hypothyroidism almost always. Raynaud's is really rare. So, yeah, if you haven't been evaluated for thyroid and your doctor instead is telling you Raynaud's, he hasn't done a free T3, free T4, TSH. Maybe he's done a TSH and a free T4. He hasn't done a free T3, the one that counts. Okay.
What's the difference between hypothyroidism and hyperthyroidism?
Hypothyroidism is low thyroid production. Hyperthyroidism is high thyroid production. Fast, heartbeats fast, tachycardia, jitteriness, anxiety, shaking, just we feel hot. And you lose a lot of weight. Also, you can get keratoconus with chronic hyperthyroidism. That is bad. That is muy malo. That is,
What is that?
you can't undo it once it occurs. Your eyes stick out and get pointy, and it's just really weird. Keratoconus, and you form cones with your eyes, and it's just bad because they can't undo it. They can't surgically undo it or anything. That's where you got to deal with hyperthyroidism. Usually, if it's bad enough.
Yeah. A question that I've seen a couple times now is, just you explained that just barely, but some people were wondering if hypothyroidism and hypo and hyper equals Hashimoto's.
Can.
So,
Graves, Hashimoto's, whatever.
Yeah.
You can be hyperthyroid, you can be, and then you drop to hypothyroidism once your thyroid burns out from the antibody attacks. So, yeah. And the next question you should ask is, how do you treat that? How do you treat the hyperthyroidism? If it's bad enough and you don't get keratoconus, you can't undo it. Bad news. If it's bad enough, you got to have your thyroid removed.
ouch.
You can't wait for it to burn out naturally. Some can. A lot of patients I watch can do that. This is like mild hyperthyroidism. Really, it's just annoying. And eventually it burns itself out and they need thyroid at that point. But hyperthyroidism, bad. You gotta have part of it surgically removed. You need to go to a thyroid surgeon. Listen, you're probably gonna be given the option of radiation therapy. No, I wouldn't do that. I never have my patients do that. I would not advise you do that. Because of the endocrinology research we did and stuff, we realized that they put those pellets around your thyroid or into your thyroid thinking it'll kill it. Yeah, but it also kills your pituitary, which is right here. Thyroid here. It's like really hand length away. It'll kill your pituitary. And who knows what else will do. Radiation therapy is never good. Never. Not that kind of radiation therapy. Don't do it. Go see a good surgeon and pay for that. You'd be much better off than having massive doses of radiation.
Yeah.
It's insane. Don't do it. My humble opinion.
Yeah.
Talk to your doctor though. They decide.
A lot of people are asking what you consider normal ranges for T3, T4, and TSH.
T4, I like it like 1.1 to whatever. Labs have different values, so different machines and different pathologists. So you can't always tell. But if thyroid, usually 4.2 is the upper end of the lab range. I like it for 3.8 to 4.2, the free T3. 4.0, the free T4, not as important. I like it, in the upper half of the range. Upper fourth would be great. In your TSH, I don't care. I don't care. I want to know your warm hands, warm feet, your hair's thick, your skin's dry, your heart's beat normally, your cholesterol's low, your hormones good, because thyroid always tracks testosterone levels too and growth hormone levels. I want to know where those are at, and I don't care where your TSH is at. Once I start on thyroid, TSH does not matter. Yeah, and your doctor's going to say, well, he's going to suppress your TSH. Do you care? It wasn't working anyway. Well, that's why you're on thyroid. TSH serves no purpose. So it's more important where your free T3 and free T4 are. Just tell me why your TSH matters and we'll talk. It doesn't matter. Once you start treatment. So.
People are wondering, do you prescribe iodine for thyroid problems?
Get that question all the time. I think it's harmless. Utah's actually in the Gorder Belt. This is like from the 1870s. Take your iodine, cowboy. I've never prescribed it, never suggested it. That's just not in my armamentarium. Yeah, I know, people are going to come and conclude. Really, selenium and zinc problems are a lot bigger problem than lack of iodine. So, let's see, 99% of the problems are zinc and selenium. 1/10 of 1% might be iodine. I don't even think that, but the other 99.9% of the time it's low zinc or low selenium if you're talking about deficiencies. And I'll throw in B12 is a big part of that, and folate and all that. Just because we're in Utah and everyone has MTHFR.
Yeah.
Okay.
What are the different kind of supplements or prescriptions or any kind of medicines that you recommend for thyroid treatment? I know there's different.
I like Nature Thyroid, I like West Thyroid, I like generic Armor. Armor's pretty expensive, but some patients have the money and prefer it. Occasionally, yes, I will use Cytomel, which is just C3, and yes, I will use Synthroid. Remember, I'm not just all natural, this all natural guy. I also work in several different worlds. I'm a Western physician too, and patients come in referred by other physicians to deal with when they can't figure out their thyroid. So I have to keep that doctor happy, so I'll prescribe Synthroid and Cytomel. If you're not properly converting T4 to T3, I'll use the Cytomel. But I just really like the Armor, the Nature Thyroid, the West Thyroid, all that. Though the plants for Nature Thyroid got absolutely wiped out by that hurricane in Puerto Rico, and they just can't get the infrastructure back to, even though we gave them $9.2 billion, they can't get the infrastructure back to rebuild the plant. So the plant's just flat.
People are wondering, what about Thyromin? Did you mention that?
Yeah, so if you're talking about young living and you're natural, yeah, I'll first try Thyromin. I like Thyromin. Gary Young and I talked about it all the time. It's a great option, Dr. Young. So I'll start with anywhere from 2 in the evening and 1 in the morning to all the way up to 5 in the evening and 3 in the morning. Gary said that was it. That's the max, 8 a day. So 5 in the evening, 3 in the morning, and it works really well. Thank you. Sorry. Long day. I'm tired. Sorry. It's still in Western medicine world. Pull me back into the real world of natural options. Yeah, I love the Roman. Yeah, it's one of my favorite products actually. Great product for me and living. I think they've kind of improved it a little lately. Though I know they're about to talk to me to improve some other products. Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Exciting. What about Qunol for thyroid problems?
What do I suggest it all the time?
Yeah.
Yeah. Qunol is a really good CoQ10 ubiquinol. So 9 times more absorbable than something with ubiquinone in it, which isn't absorbable. Yeah, you know what that is. when you take thyroid medication, it causes your Krebs cycle to get supercharged. Well, CoQ10 is the last coenzyme, the 10th coenzyme in the Krebs cycle or enzyme pathway, energy pathway. So you'll blow through your CoQ10, you'll melt it down if you take thyroid. And so you get brain fog, fatigue, tired, and you're like, my thyroid's perfect though. But Dr. Purser said my free T3 should be around 4. It is. It's 4.1, and my free T4 is at 1.5. I should feel great. So what is the matter with me? I'm not anemic, anything like that. Yeah, well, you need quinol. 2 a day, 200 milligrams. When you have that problem, I'd even go 500 for the first day or two, and you'll feel it right away. The first day, you'll feel it. It'll change your life, and let me tell you, you'll never forget to take it then. So all you out there taking thyroid, you should go to Walmart, Costco, Amazon, wherever, and get some quinol. Until a product from Young Living has ubiquinol on it. Should be maybe soon. We'll see.
This kind of popped up. A lot of people are wondering if they can take Thyromin with, like, while they're taking their prescription. Like,
Do it all the time.
Okay.
I take 1 Thyromin a day. Yeah, I don't know why. Have it.
So that's not an issue.
No.
Sorry.
It does have. It has free T3 and free T4 in a little tiny amount.
People are wondering if they will maybe eventually get off their meds if they take Thyromin.
Good. Seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah, be careful. Yeah, you'll know. I've seen it all the time. Yeah. I don't want to offend your doctor or get in trouble with the AMA or Utah Medical Association or anything, but talk to your doctor, or you decide. I see it all the time, so.
Yeah. I'm getting this question a lot. I know you kind of addressed it, but people are asking, do you think Raynaud's, or however you say that, is a misdiagnosed because of a thyroid issue?
I think I made that pretty clear.
People are still asking. They want to know.
I've seen like one case of Raynaud's. I've seen I've seen 500 patients who tell me they have Raynaud's, but when in reality they have undertreated or not treated or horribly treated thyroid problems. They don't have Raynaud's. One person did. They had the antibodies. Maybe. I'm still not sure about them.
Yeah. How common are thyroid issues in men?
70% of Americans will have thyroid problems. That's 70% of men, 70% of women.
Across the board.
Yeah.
What about, because I've had a couple questions about they saying they're children. How about children with thyroid issues? Is that a thing?
Yeah.
And how do you address,
Yes, ma'am.
how do you address the different ways for kids? Can you do the same kind of treatment, or is it
I would wonder about zinc or selenium with them especially. I'd wonder about, do they have MTHFR? Is it really B12 or folate deficiency? What's really going on? Really? They're have thyroid problems and they're 7 or 9 or 12 or whatever? Get them tested genetically. Get the methylation kit at least from danpursermd.com. The testing. The methylation kit's on there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, Get the kit. Swab their cheeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, quit goofing around. It's probably pseudo hypothyroidism, meaning it's fake hypothyroidism caused by a vitamin deficiency. How are we doing?
Doing good.
Yeah, we're only halfway through.
Someone's wondering, why do you have so many pens in your pocket? You can kind of see them.
Well, they all have different purposes.
The bright yellow one is.
This is for when I mark supplements. The Sharpie, the big Sharpie, for marking supplements. Like take 2 a day for a week, then 3 a day. This is the 3rd supplement. You'll start all that. This is another Sharpie fine point for marking test tubes when I draw blood and stuff. My eyes are really tired, sorry. This is my favorite kind of ink pen. It's a G207 by Pilot.
He buys them in bulk. I came into the office the other day and he had stacks of them. I thought he stole them.
Yeah, I do. Doctors are really bad about stealing stuff. So, the highlighter, so I can highlight labs for you. And then I also keep index cards in there. So that's exactly why I have those pins there. But at the end of the day, sometimes I have 12 or 10. I don't know where the extras come from.
My
Doctors
desk.
kind of inherently steal pins from people around them. What's just you learn it in residency and kind of never get over the kleptocracy of pen thieving.
So someone's we've had a couple questions. Do you offer telephone consults or any kind of consults for out of town folks?
All the time. Yeah. Yeah, if I'm not prescribing anything, we can talk all day long. So if I prescribe, you're probably more than likely, you're going to have to fly in sooner rather than later. Sometimes I'll start people preemptively on stuff, and then they fly in when they can a month or two later.
Yeah.
So
Um,
that's the law.
Yep. Gotta
Oh.
physically see
But if
them.
I'm prescribing vitamins, different deal.
Easy.
Yeah, anyone can suggest vitamins over the phone. There are vitamin telemarketers who will suggest vitamins. It's not illegal.
No.
Your upline might suggest some.
They are in the comments too. Right in line with that, can you take Thyroidman if you're not diagnosed with any kind of thyroid issue?
Yeah, if you have cold hands, cold feet, hair loss, dry skin, all that, yes,
Cool.
try it. It's gonna hurt, but you take the bigger dose at night, right before bed. This is I've been taught by the man himself over this. We had a number of discussions about their own. He also said, really, if it's past 8 a day, you probably need to get other options, like thyroid prescription or something.
Yeah.
It just becomes too expensive.
Yeah.
Quote Gary Young.
Yeah. How do you know when you're taking too much and you need a backup of like thyroid?
You get jittery, you can't sleep. That's the most sensitive thing. Jittery, heart beats fast. That's bad. All that. You're doing this, your legs shaking. You can't sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, hyperthyroidism. Back it off.
Can you talk about thyroidism and hair loss and that?
Yeah, so this is my take on that. So the number one cause of hair loss in women is zinc deficiency. Zinc. Look it up. Go to PubMed and look at zinc deficiency in hair loss. You'll see hundreds of articles come out. So the number one cause of vitamin-caused hypothyroidism is zinc deficiency. So we're really dealing with a zinc deficiency and you have hair loss. That's where you're hypothyroid. I think thyroid does really help your hair though, but not as much as zinc would.
Yeah.
So you got to wonder, do you have a zinc deficiency? I'd wonder that more.
Yeah. That's good. Some questions about like the CoQ10 again. The Young Living. Some of the Young Living people are wondering if Omega Gize has enough CoQ10 in it, or should they be taking more?
I'm not going to answer that.
Okay.
It has ubiquinone. I think I made a point earlier. Just going to leave it at that.
Cool.
It has ubiquinone.
Sorry, there's so many questions, guys. I'm trying to answer all of them. Sorry if I'm skipping. So this is a good question. If their general doctor is not addressing their thyroid, what type of doctor should they be looking for?
Another.
Is there like a certain type?
Someone I'd call there's ways you can vet doctors for what you guys are looking for. You want them to be like me. Well, I don't know, smart, good looking, incredibly well written. No, I'm teasing, that's not me. No, that's me. But no, you want them to know hormones and thyroid and stuff. Talk to a compounding pharmacy in your community, because they'll know who the good doctor is who knows thyroid stuff really well. So who really knows thyroid stuff out of the box, gets it, knows it, all that. That's where I'd go first. If that doesn't work, call Russ Campbell at
MedQuest.
MedQuest, MedQuest, they're the nation's largest compounding pharmacy, and they educate, so they know doctors all around the country who know thyroid. If that doesn't work, I'm not going to do that again. So, I'm drinking my water. It's water. had this late at night. I wish it was something else, but I don't. Diet Coke. Well, I don't do that. So Nings are red, maybe. Okay, so, yeah, or you can call me. I'll talk you through it or help you or tell you if it's a problem or what's really going on. And then you have better confirmation. Or you can fly out and see me. You get all kinds of options, but I gave you options for locally first. And if none of that above works, talk to the office manager or some other doctors in your town. So
Yeah.
you don't have to deal with bad medicine. You can go elsewhere.
Yeah.
I mean, there's someone somewhere who will really help you. The biggest problem I see patients flying in for on thyroid is they've had thyroid cancer. And the doctors don't want to treat them with thyroid. They're like, thyroid cancer, you can't take thyroid, it'll cause thyroid cancer again, recurrence. Has nothing to do with the causation of thyroid cancer. Taking thyroid hormone will not cause thyroid cancer. If anything, it'll suppress your risk. So, but they still undertreat them, barely treat them. So a lot of physicians, I should say, tend to treat you to their satisfaction, not yours. So, and it should be yours. You're the patient, you're the consumer, you're the customer. It should be you that are happy. You're like, yeah, my hands and feet are warm, my hair's thick and fluffy, my skin is moist, and I feel really good. My cholesterol's low, I feel really good. Yeah. The reason I like a free T3 around 4.0, by the way, I keep saying cholesterol is good. You'll actually get plaque regression in coronary arteries and carotid arteries if your thyroid levels 4.0 or above. Your free T3 is, by the way. That's a big deal. Right, Brecken?
It's a big deal.
Yeah. I think you're reading.
They have hundreds of comments. I'm trying. These people are so good at asking questions. I'm like trying to handpick the good ones.
That's fast, and we'll do instant response.
They're coming so fast. They're disappearing from my fingertips. It's shocking.
If you want to read them off too, you
yeah,
can.
there's so many.
You guys want me to do that? You like it when I do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just trying to keep up.
Yeah, you look overwhelmed. Well, how do I set this up so I can, like this?
However
It's
you
really
like.
dark.
How did it go dark? Yeah, let me see.
It is, okay.
Make sure you read the question and then, so they can all know.
Bridget, drink water. People with thyroid conditions, are they predisposed to celiac disease now? Is it common for thyroid issues to affect fertility in men? Very much so, yes, Michelle. No, wait, that was Sarah. Stephanie, what is the average dose of MP thyroid that should be used? 1 gram, 2 gram? Hard to say. I let patients take it till their hands and feet are warm, then I check their levels. They're not jittery or anything like that's critical. What if you have symptoms for both sides of the thyroid chart? Get your levels checked.
Wait, slow down.
Slow down.
Yeah.
People are getting too excited. Just kidding.
Okay,
You're getting
how can we tell between thyroid disorder, vitamin mineral deficiency, a SpectraCell? Get it up from my testing site. Good grief.
Can you pull the mic just a little bit closer to you?
Yeah, Katie, James Eberly is her name. Low free T3, but get hyperthyroid symptoms with supplementation of Cytomel. Low dose naltrexone for Hashimoto's opinion. No, that won't help. But the free T3, that's interesting. You got to follow that free T3. You're not telling me you know the results, so that's bad. Methimazole for hypothyroidism, is that normal? Yeah, doctors use it occasionally. Can pancreas and thyroid conditions be related? How are they managed differently? Usually not. Thyroma and Hashimoto's safe due to iodine. I believe so, yes. Hi from Australia. I've recently started taking my medication again after 8 months of them. I've been told gluten-free. Don't know, you ran out of space, sorry. Which is better? Ubiquinol is better than ubiquinone. LaDonna Cecil. Stephanie Spring Soda. Talk him to Tavar and thyroid. Hypothyroid. Yeah, because you don't have a B12, folate, serine, all that going through your system, choline, all that. You won't produce thyroid, just like you won't produce testosterone or progesterone or anything. Thyroid for hypo or hyper, it's for hypothyroidism. What do we look for in our blood work? Wow. Look at the post I put up there today.
I have a question.
We know natural thyroid granules work well. Compounded by pharmacy. Exactly. Thank you. Can headaches be a result of thyroid issues? Maybe, usually not. They're unsafe with Hashimoto's due to iodine. I keep getting asked that. I think so. I don't know why take it with Hashimoto's though. My son's FT3 is high, CSH is hypo. Endocrinologist will not see him. Someone better. Got to worry about thyroid cancer. How do you feel about, or Hashimoto's or one of those? So I'm slurring my words. Sorry.
I might
trying
have to
go
start
back.
back. I'm gonna start
You're
back.
taking it back.
You're going too quick for us.
My free T3 was 6.2. Are you on thyroid? If you are, and you're not jittery or anything like
She's
that.
on Armor.
So that could be thyroid resistance. Are you feel normal on it? We don't know.
We don't know.
Are you saying that because it's a problem? So thyroid resistance used to be well known, but now it's not so much. So yeah, can you tell I'm tired? I start reading fast, I slur.
I saw this a couple times while I was trying to scroll. What do you take when you have MTHFR and thyroid issues? Anything specific?
Yeah. Either Super B, Master Formula, or one of our MTH4 support products. So the number one product I would suggest from Young Living for hypothyroidism is, I know you're all going to think they're Roman, right? Everyone's thinking they're
Should
Roman.
I do a drum roll?
Yeah, do a drum roll. It is Master Formula. Because we know that 85% of Young Living distributors have some kind of methylation problem like MTHFR. And you get them on Master Formula or Super B, and everything gets a lot better, including their hormones. And that hypothyroidism will probably go away.
Yep.
And so I want to make Thyromin obsolete because you're taking your Master Formula and dealing with the real root cause.
That's great.
That'd be my advice.
Yeah.
Master Formula.
Cool. If you have hypothyroidism, how long does it take to see an improvement in the symptoms, and what do you do for maintaining your?
I don't know what you're taking, but usually 2 or 3 days.
You
Should
see
be
it that
what?
fast? Wow.
Yeah, so I don't dink around. I know a lot of physicians like to wait. They'll go, yeah, come back in 6 months. We'll adjust again.
That's
What?
the worst.
Yeah, that's their call, I guess, but wow, I don't do that. I'm like, we'll figure it out. Let's get better in a month or two.
Yeah.
We'll go up a little bit at a time, but once a week we'll adjust it slightly. Call me, text me. Here's how you're going to do it.
Yeah. So what about people who've had thyroid cancer and they've had it removed? What do you recommend for those kind of cases?
Armor, generic,
Yeah,
or
just take
one of
it.
those, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, lots of it, because I often see thyroid resistance with those patients. I'm not sure why.
Interesting.
But you need to have a free T3 around 4.0 and a free T4 around 1.5.
What about hot flashes and brain fog? Or does that relate to something else entirely?
It could be 2% of the time it's from hypothyroidism. 95% of the time it's from low progesterone, right.
Haha. I've been listening.
Yeah.
Is diet a big help for thyroid?
Yeah, treat your selenium and zinc issues. Yeah, make sure that's not a problem. It's ridiculous for you to be diagnosed with hypothyroidism because you have a selenium or zinc deficiency. Are you kidding me? Get on those first, and then if after 90 days no improvement, then go get diagnosed. So zinc, 50 milligrams a day. Zinc picolinate, let's be clear, and selenium. It could be methioselenium or whatever it's called. Selenomethionine, I think is what it's called actually.
Cool.
200 micrograms a day. Our front door is opening.
Someone's about to wander in. I've got a good question. I don't know if this is interesting to me. Oh, you're distracted now. Does hypothyroidism cause peripheral neuropathy? I've never heard that before.
No.
Okay, interesting.
But a zinc deficiency could. You better get a SpectraCell, whoever that is. You'll figure out your polyneuropathy, your peripheral neuropathy. If you do not figure it out from that, get some of our VARS glutathione and start rubbing it on.
Good stuff.
It works really well for neuropathy. I didn't say that. I never said that. I'm going to take that back. Can we delete that from the video?
No.
Dang it.
So
that's not factual. I just made that up.
so there's I lost it. Sorry. Someone said they were allergic to zinc. What's another option? But they know they have a zinc deficiency.
Are they dead? Because they should be dead.
Don't know. They were asking me questions.
They're taking the wrong kind of zinc.
Okay.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So someone was saying they tried Superbee and got heart palpitations. Is that something to worry about?
Yeah, they have bad B vitamin deficiency. Their heart likes it. I don't know. Get a SpectraCell. Get your genetics tested. You had something serious going on. Figure it out. I do the methylation panel. Get a SpectraCell. Really, you're talking about like $700 and something really for all that. You know. Don't go get a laser ablation or whatever. But I guarantee you have some kind of bad methylation problem.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm looking at all these.
You don't want me to speed read anymore because I'm too tired today.
I've got a couple questions on like the labs. Why do you say to optimize your free T3 level near 4.0?
Because that's where you get plaque regression. That's where you get low heart attack risk. That's where you get marked immune boosting capabilities. That's where so many beneficial things happen. Whenever some totally healthy 25-year-old young man or young woman comes in with their mom or dad who's a mess, I check them. They're like, check Bobby or Susie too, please, because maybe they have the same stuff. They'll have a free T3 of 4.2. Well, what's on the lab? What's the highest free T3 option for normal? 4.2. It's like their thyroid knew right where to be perfect. So you want to be like a 23-year-old in perfect health? Get your thyroid to 4.2. Get your thyroid to 4.2. But do it very carefully, because if you have a history of cardiovascular disease and you push that up there, it can cause a heart attack or stroke.
Yeah.
Really carefully
scary.
go there. Yeah, maybe you can only go to 3.7 or 3.8. Great.
Yeah.
Really close enough, so you get the same benefits.
So this person, their free T3 is around 4.0, but they're still really tired and cold all the time.
Thyroid resistance, probably. Get a SpectraCell. Go to a doctor who understands thyroid resistance. Yeah, I don't know how you find one. I just know a lot of that because I had to deal with it. So,
Yeah.
and I have to deal with it all the time. So if it's a big misery problem, catch a plane to Utah will warm me up. I'll for sure have the appropriate amount of thyroid.
Don't come in the winter though; it's cold.
Yeah. Better now.
What causes thyroid resistance?
Lack of selenium, lack of zinc, antibodies, things like that. It takes time to get past it. Growth hormone deficiency, testosterone deficiency can cause it. Vitamin deficiencies can cause it. Sometimes you don't know, but it goes away eventually when you deal with the person's SpectraCell results and their methylation issues and stuff. I always warn people, it will go away. Those 3 grains of thyroid you're taking seems awesome now, and your free T3 is at 7. But trust me, in a year and a half or so, one day it's going to be too much.
Yeah.
You got to back it down quick.
I've had this question a couple times now. Maybe tomorrow you can do this in the office when you're getting a little slow, if you ever have a slow moment.
No slow.
But they're wondering if you can post your favorite zinc and selenium brands. So maybe just take a picture. Or even on Friday, keep an eye
I
out.
like now zinc picolinate 50 milligrams and selenium. Any of the 200 microgram seleniums are good.
Cool.
Well, this is what I suggest.
Yeah. So this person's husband would love to get off levothyroxine, but can't figure out how to process through it. Is that even possible to do?
That's just a lot I need to know.
Okay. So they need to talk to
Labs, SpectraCell, thyroid labs, really detailed. Yeah, and then a big conversation. I need to see him physically too.
you. Yeah. Sorry, there's so many questions. What if you're having symptoms of both hypo and hyper
I've seen that before.
Brittle nails, depression, cold intolerance, fatigue. This person's got everything. Forgetfulness, weight.
Well, it sounds like hypothyroidism. It doesn't sound like both.
But she then has hair loss, sweating, rapid heartbeat, difficulty sleeping, and no period of hyper.
She's got a crazy, start with a spectral cell. It's going to be crazy on her.
And she says her tests always come back in the normal range with quotations.
I get it. No, they won't be normal. I get a spectral cell. That will not be normal. There lies your answer. You got some weird, crazy vitamin deficiency things going on. And then from that, you can probably start looking at genetics to figure out why you have those weird, crazy, severe vitamin deficiencies. I like mineral essence too, in master formula together for that kind of thing. Take them both. Mineral essence is kind of a shotgun mineral therapy. Take it and ninja with a shot of orange oil on top of it, because it will burn the hair off your tongue. That stuff is.
No one wants hair in their tongue anyway.
Do not take it straight. If you're straight, you're a real woman, a real man. This stuff is brutal, but it's a great way to get rid of those weird deficiencies that you're just not sure of. Master formula. If she did that 90 days and took her mineral essence 90 days, I'm betting whatever it was wouldn't be bothering her.
Yeah. Can non-existent male libido be caused by hypothyroidism?
Yeah. But, you know what I'm going to ask next? What is the cause of the hypothyroidism?
Something else.
Yes, yeah.
Vitamins.
What's the real cause? Yeah. Hypothyroidism isn't magic. Something caused it. So it's not magic. It's something.
Yeah.
Some vitamin deficiency or some thyroid problem.
Hey, real quick, Dr. Purser, I know you're getting a little bit tired. What if we did a follow-up in a couple weeks? Let people watch this whole video and prepare their questions a little bit more, and we can return to this topic later.
Would you like that?
Would they like that?
I think they would. People
What
will.
are they saying?
Let's see. You're just still getting more questions. People just
Hey,
want
what's how many questions?
Yeah, we can do that, but let's have 9 more minutes for questions.
Okay.
Perfect.
What's the best way to support the endocrine system for a person who has had their thyroid removed?
Thyroid.
Just taking more thyroid. So this person, they would love for Thyromin to work for them, but it hasn't so far. It just seems to keep them awake at night. Do you have any recommendations?
Happens. Thyroid does too. Thyroid doesn't always work. Yeah, I don't have any recommendations.
And
Yeah, I'd probably deal with, maybe you don't need it. Maybe you see someone who actually understands thyroid problems and let them look at you. So I know most doctors are arrogant, mean, insufferable. Yeah, and I can be that way too. I think I'm getting that way right now at the moment. But yeah, I reach my limit eventually. But
people are excited for your next one. They're already saying
I
yes, please.
oh, so they do want it.
They do want a follow-up.
Okay, we'll do it.
Someone just asked, this was just an easy question. Why would a B complex make you more tired?
You're overmethylating right away.
Interesting.
Yeah, that'd be the first thing I'd think of. Too much B, something bad in there that's not, some B in there you don't need. You got to get more targeted and find out your genetics and go with one little B at a time. Start with methylfolate, start with folinic acid, maybe that's even milder. Slowly go up, add methyl B12. That doesn't work, add adenosine or hydroxy B12. Or even go with cyano B12. One thing at a time, something they're setting you off.
Yeah. Can loose or your nails falling off be a symptom of too much thyroid?
No.
Something else. Okay.
Yes.
Can Hashimoto's cause insulin to increase, resulting in low glucose levels?
No.
Okay. So this is someone's
No,
daughter.
but
But
I'm going to say spectral cell again because something funky's going on
yeah.
with your insulin receptor function. So do you have a zinc deficiency? Do you have a CoQ10 deficiency? What has Hashimoto's brought upon you?
Yeah. Something more.
Yeah, someone's got to figure out that chain of events.
So this is someone's daughter. Their 16-year-old has been sick every morning for the past month. Normal T3 and T4, and their TSH being a 0.42. And the doctor is concerned. Should they be? Because you don't like TSH levels.
Normal T3, T4, but are they free
They
T3,
didn't-
free T4?
Oh, that's another question. Someone's asking, what's the difference between T3 and free T3?
T3 is useless. Free T3 is the part that actually is not bound up, that you actually feel actually does its job. It's the one we measure. It's the one all the studies have been based on.
Yeah.
Why doctors don't get it, I have no idea. Normal T3, worthless. Sorry, can't help. Reverse T3 just means you have maybe another illness or your starvation or something like that. It doesn't really help beyond that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, free T4, free T3 are it.
Cool. Good to
Oh,
know.
so let me say this. You have Graves' disease or Hashimoto's, you're extremely hypothyroid. And something's going on with you. I would be focused on you, your lion eyes, so to speak. What's going on? What are your symptoms? More than I would be on your levels.
Yeah.
I know that sounds weird to actually worry about the patient rather than a piece of lab paper, but whatever. I'd be like, are your hands and feet warm? Is your heart normal? Do you feel good? Are you sweating? What's going on? Do you feel really good? Do you feel healthy? Is your hair thick? How's your skin? Is it moist or dry? What's going on? And that's what I worry about. I'm worried more about that than labs. I worry more about how you feel than the labs. Shame on the doctors who feel more about the labs than they do about you and your symptoms. They're discrediting your symptoms. I don't know what to think about that. That seems odd to me. I've never done that. Your symptoms and how you feel are more important than what I see on the lab.
Yeah.
So I'll end on that.
Yeah, that's great. And you're getting tons of questions for your follow-up, so
Yeah.
that's good.
Save them,
Get excited.
because I am brain fried right now. Can we go get a donut or something?
We're going for crepes.
Oh,
Some
crap.
crepes.
Crap. What? What's a crap?
You gotta say it fancy.
Crippy?
Crepes.
I was kidding about the donut. I had a donut once back in '82.
Never again. Now he just has protein
I
bars.
dream about donuts.
Is Dan Gino?
Yeah. During this 2-week break before our next Facebook Live, have people keep asking their questions right on this video, and we'll refer back to that to start next time.
Yep. I'll
Okay.
compile a lot of the questions that weren't answered today. That way I'll try and get everyone's questions answered and leave more so we can answer more for you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for attending. You guys are super nice, super sweet. Sorry you're not getting good thyroid care. I think it's actually not that great in our society, but I don't want to get in trouble, so I'll just shut up about that. But thanks. I really appreciate it. You know, we couldn't be who we are without you and our success, which has been tremendous. And thank you, Young Living and the distributors. I love all of you. I get you. Yeah, more than you know. You know, thanks for attending these Facebook Lives. It's massive. We've had as many as 300,000 or 400,000 views. Are you kidding me? And that gives me real credibility. So, which I really don't have otherwise. But I'm teasing. But I think I've got some credibility. But anyway, we really thank you very much. Wonderful things are coming from Young Living soon. Sooner rather than later. Get ready. It's going to be a fun year, the next 12 months. Incredible year for Young Living. So products that you can only dream of are coming. So trust me, I know about some of them. So we love you. Thank you. Go in good health and God bless you all.